Hi, Dave Snyder here. It is May the 11th, 2013, and I just got a little update here. This is one I did a couple weeks ago. I showed this a couple weeks ago in the Atlantic, and here it is again. It used to be centered in Newfoundland. I had it centered in Newfoundland for a long time, and then I saw this pattern a couple weeks ago, and I just want you to see how it's still fitting. I haven't moved this crater since I made those videos last, 2 weeks ago, probably. Okay, and just check out the weather still. Look at the weather fit. Just look at that weather fit. Right in the lines. Still the same overlay. Hasn't moved since those videos. Just check that out. How it holds right into that line right there. It stays in the lines. Follows that curve all the way down here. Check this out. Hold on. Right here. Check it out. Goes all the way down. Fitting in that crater perfectly. And then when you get down to here, look at this. Come on, weather. Check it out. Fits right in there. I can see that. Now this is fitting, but not as good as it was last week. But you can still see it fit. Look at this right here. You can see this shape too. Now there's other impacts that contribute to these other areas that stop fitting after like a week or so. If they stop, some areas of the, but look at that, it's still there. The whole thing still there. This edge is just beautiful here. I mean, it's just unbelievable. I want to take a little closer look at this over the land again. Let's just check some of the ocean floor, see what we got going on there. Because they will give it to you. Sometimes they give it to you, You get it just right. They reward you with something, with something. I see something on the ocean floor right there. You see this round shape here. You can barely see it, but they give it to you. Just barely. Sometimes they give it to you real good, though. Okay, so what do we got in this picture here? See that? I used to try to put the continents back together, and I used to do some crazy things with the continents. And like I see this angle right here. See this angle right here? That's the exact same angle. If I was to go like this, let's just go like this. Say I went from let's just start here. I guess it'd be best. I go from here, and I go like this through here, and I save that. Hit OK. I do the same thing over here. I go from this point, and I want to go all the way out to this island out here. See this island? Boom. That island right there, I do believe. Right. That's it. Save it. Hit OK. And then if I go down, I have no way to check that angle and see what degree it is, but let's just go to the Hawaiian Island chain and do the same thing. Let's measure from this distance here. I didn't measure that. From here to there is 2,000 miles. Okay. If I go to Hawaii and I do the same thing with the Hawaiian Island chain, right? I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to go like this. Start up here, I guess, and just bring it down to here, somewhat. Okay. Hit OK. Do it again from here and go up to here. What's the miles? 2,000 miles. From there to there, and then save it. That to me looks like the same angle. I got this line a little longer on this one, but it's the same angle. No question. That's the same angle. And you've got the same distance from the center to the Hawaii as you do from wherever this is to wherever that seamount right there is. Same distance. So you got the same angle here. And the same, see, there is, this is a, that used to be an island or something, or a volcano or something at one time. I don't know, it's kind of weird. It seems like, this used to be over the hot spot where Hawaii is today. I'd almost guarantee it was, because you can take that from up there and bring it down. Let's do that. Let's save that and see how close I am. Okay, let's just save that. There's North Magnetic. Okay, so I'm going to save this picture. name it. Oh, SS. Secret Service. Okay, now I'm going to bring it down here. I'm going to overlay it right here. And hope it doesn't make me look stupid. Okay, so here we go. Pictures, all maps, SS. Right here. Okay. Alright, got to shrink it down a little bit. Turn it a little bit. It's going to be hard to get this picture. See how the lines have kind of bowed? I got to make it the same length, don't I? Okay, so yeah, it's about right. About right size Greenland. And boom. I don't know what's going on with that curve it's got there now. Here, so stretch it like this. Turn it a little more. That's the curvature of the Earth. But anyways, let's just fade it in and out. See what we got here. Look at the Hudson Bay, right over that little area there. Needs me turn a little bit. I can get at least Hawaii to line up there. Is that too big or something? That's about right. About the right size. See how that turned out with everything being the right. I get this line lined up right here, and everything turns out. It just happens to turn out to, you know, pretty close to scale. Look at that. That's really close to scale. Because of this line that I measured at 2,000. It's the same length from here to there, and it just, that makes, when I do that, it makes everything else to scale. So I mean, it just shows something. It absolutely shows something. I think most of the impacts happened over here. Well, I shouldn't say that, because that's not even true. That can't be true. I just think it's the same part of the moon basically hitting the Earth all over the place. But this angle is the same. It's just difficult to see how the line is curving on me. That's something you can try. I used to do that all the time. I used to try to breathe, because I could see that that angle. There's another angle too. South America. That's another one that matches this angle right here. Okay, let's do that too. I think I already have South America saved, so let's just go ahead and try that. Watch this. Another angle. Same angle. South America. Okay, we'll use this one. Turn it this way. And bring this down to the angle. Look at this angle. Watch this. How do you get this angle all over the Earth? Exact same angle, people. How do you get that? I'd like to know. Unless, look at that. That's the exact angle. Watch this. Save it. See the angle? See this right here? Check this out. Now this is how I always used to rebuild the supercontinents. I would take things like that, put them together, and just see how they would fit after I was done. You know, just take it and look at the ocean floor and whatnot. I think what it is it knocks one continent off, and it reopens the like, okay, one continent's created in the spot right where this angle is. This is a bunch of volcanic islands right here. It used to be all volcanic, probably. Creates one continent. The continent gets knocked off that spot. All these volcanic islands reopen and are active after that, and then creates another piece of land. It shapes let's say creates this instead of all of So I'm just saying, and then it gets pushed off or something. But it all has to be created in the same place to get that angle. It has to be. I mean, look at this. This angle is here. I don't know if you've seen that. When I put it up there, you can see in South America that angle is absolutely right there. See, it comes down and down this way. That's the same angle. You don't get many angles in straight. You know how, if you've ever watched the documentary about, How the Earth Was Made about Hawaii, they talk about how the straight lines don't happen in nature. That's bullshit. I don't even know why they would say something like that. That's stupid. Straight lines are all over in nature, everywhere. I don't know, but I mean, look at that. Straight lines are everywhere, all over the place, and rocks and everything. Leaves on trees, straight lines all over the place. What the hell that guy was thinking when he said that? Stupid. But you see, that's the same angle. Pretty interesting, I think. So it's just another way of looking at things. I look at things a little different sometimes, I guess, than the scientists, which is a good thing, because people should look at it. The more people look at it, the more you're going to come up with. The only thing is they have science set in stone. I mean, you cannot, unless you have something that just blows it out of the wall. I mean, but really, it doesn't take much to show that someone's wrong, But it takes a lot to get people to think someone's wrong in science, because they don't let things like that happen in science. They're stuck with their story. They're good with it because if they change it, then it discredits all these people that taught something else previous to that. And that's why science doesn't change for when these things come out. I mean, if it's not a super obvious thing or something like that, which most of those things have been already figured out anyway. It just doesn't come to light. They don't talk about it. Just it's the way it is. But that's kind of why I'm trying to get other people involved in trying this out, because I think it's a good learning experience. I've learned a lot doing this. A lot more than know a lot more about the Earth than I ever knew. And I mean, I'm telling you, people, the continents. I'm not trying not to go on too long, but the continents, like I said, over here in Africa. Oh, there's the China one. Let's check the weather with that one today. See what happens with that one. One I put up there yesterday. Made a video about. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's right there still. Oh, look at that. It's probably Everest right there. I should move that up a little bit, actually, if I can find it. Oh boy, right there. Put Everest right in the little hole right there. There's Everest. Boom. Uh-oh. Just updated. So, now I got Everest right there in that little cloud pattern right there. It looks like it goes right there. Let's check the weather off that. Oh, I'm a little bit off on that one, I think. Slightly. Just good. Close enough. Huh. I bet you this cloud right there goes with that little hole right there too. See, what happens, I think, is the land moves from the spot, but the shape of the weather remains pretty similar to the way it was when the land was there, when the continent, or whatever you want to call it, was there. The weather remains pretty similar. So you can see where the ancient weather, this is old ancient weather from the Himalayas right here. This weather here used to be over the Himalayas at one time. That's my theory. I'm sticking to it because I can see it every day. I see it all the time. Here's another example. Where I got North America up here. I got to go way up here to get it. Okay. So right coming up, right up here, right here. Okay, where I have North America up here, over Africa, the Sahara. And look at this every day. I mean, the weather. I showed you this the other day in a video, but this weather is still holding to that edge. Some days when it intrudes over the edge, it fits these patterns perfectly. So I mean, I know this was together at one time. This is weather, ancient weather from ancient North American weather, like I said before. That's just the way it is. It was here at one time, or they were in the same place somewhere else at the same time. Something like that, because the weather shows that. Here, check this out. Still, look at that. Look at the weather up here. Watch this. Look at that weather fit Alaska. This right here, and I didn't notice that till I made that. I was making a video the other day when we noticed that together. Basically, I didn't see that before. I was talking about how there wasn't much weather there. I looked up here, and I could see. I saw this up here, and I said, "Oh, thank you very much." There it is. There's your weather that fits right there. Look at the Gulf of Alaska right here. This whole curve, and then down the illusions right there. Right, you see that? This curves right around the Great Slave Lake area there. I mean, this weather fits right here in the center of the United States, right there. It fits. That pattern will fit. It fits there. Look at Colorado. Let's turn the nighttime on. Let's turn the sun off and see what happens here. Oh, I ain't gonna do this no good, huh? See how it fits around Colorado there? And look at this right here. See how this curves in right here? Look at this right here. And that's the same shape right there. If you look, you can't focus in on this because it's an overlaid image. But if you were to go over to North America right there in that spot, you would see that curves like that, exactly like that. Here, you got this up here. This is ancient North American weather right here. I'm telling you. See it all the time. California weather in the Atlantic. In the Atlantic. Or no, that's probably in the Sahara, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, it's in Africa. And the moon crater, the moon, put me in this spot. I didn't take this continent and search around for a place to fit or see that the land was the same. And the crater, I know how the crater fits in North America, where North America is today. I know how it fits in Africa, where Africa is today. So all I did was put the crater up over Africa, bring North America up over the crater the way it is over where North America is today, took the crater away, and then bam, there it is. That's the way it fit. And you can see in the Sahara desert, you can see that it was there. I mean, you can see that it was there. Look at this. Look at the whole western United States. I can see that it was there. I can see exactly. There's Colorado right here. Look, right here. I mean, the whole shape of Colorado and the Rockies is right here. Right there. Look. See it? I do. I see this right here. I can see that spot right there. See that? That's right there. And it all, like I said before, it puts the Mayans with the Egyptians building pyramids, and the Chinese too. The Chinese would be right. Look, the Chinese would be right there. There we go. The Chinese built pyramids too. They got pyramids in China, in case you didn't know. Because look, they were all together at some time in a continent like this when the moon hit in the Pacific and broke this all up or something. I don't know, but it did something like that. It did something like that, because we can see that China, like I said, was here, and now it's there. Or I mean, the Tibetan Plateau, the Himalayas, it had to be here, over Central Asia, over the top of Central Asia. You tell me how that happens without something pushing it off. Plate tectonics does not. They don't say it works that way. They say it makes continents collide, right? Well, look at this right here, this line right here. All of a sudden, just line right up. See that? All of a sudden, just line right up. The Aral Sea, right at the tail of that desert, where that was a volcano. This whole desert was a volcano. As you can see, that's good right there. That alignment's pretty good. But I think it started out actually down here. I think it started at the edge of the Himalayas. Started out right here. because I can see they were there. Something was there because they don't. There's no line down here, but this was here because the weather shows it. Watch the weather show it. Weather showing it in the dark. Let's turn the dark on. Or the daylight off. Turn off the sun. Okay. Check out this weather. Showing this. Look how it fits all the way around the whole this whole piece that I brought from over there. And I can show you the Tibetan Plateau and this whole area right in the center of Mare Oriental. Perfect fit. Why do they call it Mare Oriental? I don't know, because it's this eastern sea on the moon. Okay, well, there's a reason why it's Oriental, and they relate. And China is the Orient, and Japan and all, or wherever, China, I guess, the Orient, anywhere over here that people would call it that, right? The East. Well, that's why they call Mare Oriental Mare Oriental. I'm sure of it. It's the. I mean, I one time I had a weather pattern up here. I could see exactly where the impact that created the Tibetan Plateau started. I got a video up somewhere about that. I mean, I might have took it down. I don't know. It was up here somewhere somewhere up here, I think, in the Pacific, or it might have been in the North Atlantic. Do not remember. Might have been in the Arctic. Yeah, it was in the Arctic, I think. It was in the Arctic. You almost see it right here. I think it was right up here somewhere. Anyways, too long of a video already, so you know, check things out for yourself. You know, that's because I see things. I've noticed some things that I haven't seen in the documentaries that could only be this one way. So I mean, if they're not going to tell you, you got to find out for yourself. That's all there is to it. If you really want to know, and it interests me. May not interest you. You may not give a shit. I give a shit. I care. I like to know things. You know, I got spare time right now, I guess. Actually, I shouldn't be having any spare time. But, you know, all right. Later days.